Hello and very warm welcome to the platform of Victory IAS. We are discussing 2 years rapid revision current affairs series, and today we will discuss some issues related to Adani Group that was in news, right? Adani Group unveils domestic ammunition and missile production facility. Adani conglomerate, that is Indian conglomerate Adani Group, unveils the country's first domestic ammunition and missile production facility through a joint venture with Israel's Elbit system, targeting self-sufficiency needs for the armed forces. Defense corridor immunization manufacturing complex of Adani Defense and Aerospace is spread over 500 acres was inaugurated by Army Chief General Manoj Pandey and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. The strategic highlights: the 50-50 partnership named Adani Elbit Advanced System includes an army ammunition plant in Uttar Pradesh. The unit will supply 155 artillery shells beside other ammunitions to the Indian Army, which remains overwhelmingly reliant on imports presently. So, to make self-reliance in this particular field as well, 32 variants of ammunition have been identified for manufacturing by Indian industry in first phase, right? Boosting self-reliance credential, the foray into high precision technology driven defense sector dominated by state owned incumbent ordnance factory board and international players marks another milestone for Adani Group after strategic partnership deals with global defense majors like SAAB and Airbus making headway. Now, advanced technology deployment: Adani Elbit plant touts incorporating pioneer industry 4.0 automation concept like Internet of Things and robotics, promising improved safety, optimum resource utilization, real-time quality assurance, waste reduction, and supply chain orchestration capabilities, right? If we talk about target export markets as well, then besides domestic requirements serving, the joint venture also eyes export to friendly countries, right? Adani Group aspires cementing presence across entire defense production value chain encompassing aerospace, land system, weapons and mission critical system, right? If we talk about securing critical needs locally, then within massive annual spending on imported ammunition and missiles, straining foreign exchange alongside availability risk also during crisis. For example, when we are dependent on foreigners or foreign companies, foreign firms, foreign governments to provide ammunition, maybe in times of crisis when there is a kind of war going on, we may face the supply disruptions, and if we are not able to receive arms and ammunition at the time of war or at the time of conflict, it will make us helpless sometimes, right? So being a domestic manufacturer, having a domestic manufacturer with international technology as well, global, for example, when we are having this particular joint venture with Israel's firm, that means we can have global technology also available, right? And it is relying on this industry 4.0, that is Internet of Things, and automation, robotics, etc. will also be incorporated in it. So we can think about having greater precision in this particular field. And it is not only about catering our domestic requirement, it is also about having export facilities, right? If we can export, maybe we can earn good foreign exchange reserve, and that can put less pressure on our foreign exchange reserve, right? That can improve our current account deficit as well. Domestic capability build-up imperative to achieve policy aim for melting 25% defense procurement from local sources. And this is one clause that is there, that 25% defense procurement will be from defense from local sources. The high technology ammunition facility reflects continued policy momentum and private sector appetite towards strategically enhancing self-reliant in defense manufacturing, echoing wider Make in India priorities, right? If we talk about Adani Ports, then Adani Ports become first Adani Group company to join Sensex, right? That means having being traded in Bombay Stock Exchange. That to the Adani Group's Ports and Special Economic Zone Limited (APSEZ) will be added to the Sensex on the Bombay Stock Exchange (BSE) on June 24. With this important step forward, APSEZ will be the first company under Adani Group's control to join the Sensex, replacing the technology firm Wipro. This happened after APSEZ and another Adani company, Adani Enterprises, were added to the National Stock Exchange NSE Nifty Index. Right, Adani prices went up after a rough time, with the drop a lot because of claims of Hindenburg research that we have already discussed on the industries part, that there were financial problems which Adani has denied. Criteria for Sensex inclusion, how it is being included. So there are strict rules about which companies can be in the Sensex. This is done to make sure that only financially stable and easily sold companies are in the index. Some of the things that are looked at having been listed on the BSE for at least 6 months, trading regularly and having a swap contract. A company must also be in the top 75 in terms of market capitalization and have a free float market capitalization of at least 0.5%. Companies are looked at every 6 months in June and December to see if they meet the qualifying requirement for reconstitution. Right, Gautam Adani started this Adani enterprise in 1988. Not much relevant information. A business that traded goods. It paved the way for Adani Group to grow in the field of energy, logistics, agri-business industries. The company launched India's first private rail and first supercritical power plant, building the Carmichael coal mine in the Australia and Mudra port in India are two important projects. It is working on a lot of important infrastructure projects of 2023, like building the Navi Mumbai International Airport. Notably, in 2022, Forbes ranked Gautam Adani as the third richest person in the world. Right, Hindenburg Research, Adani Group Pro. We have already seen this. Hindenburg Research came up with the idea that Adani Group is involved in stock manipulation of stock prices, and also having some this kind of shell companies which are not doing any business on in reality. On paper they are doing business and they are shifting profits, base erosion, etc. For all these things they have alleged, and they have also alleged that involvement of the family members. In January 2023, US-based short seller Hindenburg Research, short seller means which purchases stocks for a very short period of time, and when they see when they purchase and when they publish such kind of report, the prices fell down and then they make their profit on that. Research published a report alleging several improper dealings by Indian conglomerate Adani Group, headed by Gautam Adani. The reports accuse the group for stock manipulation, use of offshore shell companies, and raising debt through public banks to fraud, unprofitable capital spending, and other things as well. This sparks a massive sell-off Adani Group stock, resulting in the loss of over 4 lakh crore rupees in market value over 2 days. Adani Group has refuted the claim. We have already seen these information, so not required. The issue research reaches the apex court as well. So PIL was filed in Supreme Court, seeks SIT probe into Hindenburg allegation against the Adani Group. Over the next months, the court asked SEBI to investigate the charges and also set up a panel to evaluate the mechanism for investor protection. But they have not found any concrete evidence with respect to this. After reserving a verdict on the pleas, the Supreme Court finally pronounced its judgment in January 2024. Verdict bring relief to Adani Group. The Supreme Court bench, headed by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, rejected the plea for an SIT probe in Adani issue. It ruled that there were no grounds to transfer the investigation from SEBI to a special team. The court ordered SEBI to complete probe into two remaining cases related to the allegations within 3 months. The bench dismissed the OCCRP report critical of SEBI represented by the petitioner as insufficient proof of doubt the regulator's action. The stated reliance on third party reports without verification cannot be expected. What it means to the Adani Group, they have got some sort of relief. We are not going into the details of it. Impact on investor protection. While the court found no gaping holes in the regulatory system, it ordered the government and SEBI to still investigate if any strengthening or investor protection norm are needed. This includes evaluating if Hindenburg flouted any rules. Right. Uh, Now, the committee appointed by the Supreme Court had already submitted the existing mechanism for investors were adequate during turmoil. However, implementation of this recommendation will improve transparency and disclosure requirements for companies. Current status is the Adani Hindenburg saga has been one of the most explosive corporate battles in Indian history. While Adani has scored a court victory, for now, Hindenburg claims to possess more evidence up its sleeve. Much will depend on what SEBI concludes at its remaining investigation. But improved investor protection norms and stable market will be the ultimate winners in the longer run due to the spotlight shown by the adversary firms. And the case will hold key learning from Indian regulators and corporates, even as tensions cool temporarily. Right. So this is where we have concluded all the issues related to Adani Group. Now stay tuned to the channel of Victory IAS. We will see more current updates on economy issues as well in the coming up video. Right. So thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.